Alright guys, welcome back to another SnowRunner video. Today we're going to take a quick first looks at the new Kenworth dual pack here, the mid-season update here from season 14. This is a paid DLC that is roughly around $6 US. I'm going to quickly go through here and just do some first looks. For a quick disclaimer here, this is not a review. I will do that at a later date when I actually have some time on doing testing and just running these trucks through their paces. So keep an eye out for that video coming in the near future. However, let's dive in here and check these trucks out. Here is the Kenworth T880. Okay, so the T880 has a couple special things here, and I just want to pull my numbers here. This engine here, the Prime C11, it actually has 255,000 torque as its base engine. And then this Wanderer engine, the 58.6, this is actually 288,000 torque, which is absolutely huge. This puts it at probably one of the top trucks in I would say power to weight and also just overall torque in the whole game pretty much. So pretty crazy that this has that much power. I'm very surprised, but it does burn quite a bit of fuel. I looked at the numbers in the files and I believe it's like 9.1 on its burn value. So I have to go check what other engines of this caliber kind of look like, but I believe it is a little bit lower than, you know, the likes of some of the engines for, let's say, the collabs and such, but still it is kind of wild. Anyways, let's move forward. Standard gearboxes, off-road, high range, fine-tuned, and the balance. Now, as you can see, it does have always on diff lock. It does not have all-wheel drive at all. It has a race suspension, which I do have it on currently, and it gets 46-inch tires. These are custom tires. I'll kind of show these here in a second. These are the Kenworth custom tires. Right now they aren't showing any type of really crazy new type of properties. They do look really good. I haven't really looked into these a whole lot. They're definitely not customs as something like the W990, so I just sorry to let you down there, but they do get some OHDs, which is really cool. This is a highway truck, and for a highway truck to get OHDs, it's pretty special. So I guess I will take that win there. Anyways, moving forward, the fuel capacity is at 93 gallons. I believe that translates to 350 liters of fuel. Very large fuel tank. It doesn't have the all-wheel drive penalty because it does not have all-wheel drive. So any of these gearboxes will work for you. If you are a fine-tuned person, this could be a really good time to use it because you don't incur that 60% all-wheel drive penalty when using all-wheel drive with the fine-tune. So that could be an option now, even though the base consumption is a little bit higher than the other gearboxes, but just keep that one in mind. Anyways, moving forward, the snorkel here is either the side swept or the intake. I just choose the intake because it looks cool on the top of the hood. And then we get to the add-ons, what everyone wants to see. So nice thing that this truck can do is actually do this here. This combination is very nice for, you know, manual loading. And also if you spill your logs, this is a really good option. Has a custom long flatbed. This is a 3-slot flatbed. It cannot articulate, it cannot move this bed out to do any type of rescues, even though it looks like it can, it cannot. It's just a 3-slot bed, and you cannot attach a crane with this 3-slot bed at all. It just kicks this off totally. That could be changed in the future, so just understand that some of these things are just subject to change, so just let's just roll with it. Anyways, got these medium short log frame attachments and a few other things as well. What I do like about this truck is it does have the repair supplies on top, gives you 300 repair points and 37 gallons of fuel. So really nice. This is actually probably what I'll be using it as because the saddle placement is relatively far back. You have always on diff lock, so hey, why not? But anyways, this truck also weighs at 10.5 US tons. I believe these numbers probably could change. These are just quick little looks into the files. I did not really dive in and get some more numbers and such like that, so that'll come at a later date, but I'm pretty sure in the ballpark it's a little over 10.5 US tons, so it's a pretty strong truck right now, as it is, just for not having any type of special tires or all-wheel drive. In the highway class, it definitely is one of the better highway class trucks, I think, just as it is sitting here. I haven't tested its balance or anything like that, but we'll get to that in a later date. All right, so these color schemes, they are not very good. I don't think I don't know what Sabre was thinking with these color schemes, but I was hoping for something better. But hey, we still have their solid colors. I will probably use those. And you have this custom color with this, I don't know what that is. It's kind of a frog or some type of salamander that's on fire. But anyways, that is the Kenworth T880. We'll move on here to probably the one I think is going to be the most interesting in my opinion, is going to be the Kenworth C500. All right, and lastly, the Kenworth C500. This truck is probably the most exciting truck I think of both of these, even though it doesn't have the engine types that the other previous truck, the T880 has. It does have a good one here at 192,000 torque. This is a base game engine. The truck weighs about 10.4 US tons, and I think it's pretty good. Have some center of mass offsets I've seen in there, so I believe its stability is probably going to be pretty good as well. And I think it'll do well just because it has some things called the OHD tires. And if you ever watch my video on how heavy tires increase pulling potential, I think you should watch that and see what the Paystar 5070 does with 150,000 torque. And I think you'll be a believer here. So I believe this truck is still going to do really well and pulling power is going to be sufficient. So let's move on. It does not have any type of suspension upgrades. So sorry, you are actually stuck with 47-inch tires, which actually are okay. Standard gearbox options. And it has the Kenworth tires here. I don't think there's anything special about these in the coatings unless something has changed. Just from a quick glance, I haven't seen anything crazy that would merit me using them over the revered OHD ones. So that's probably going to be the pick. If you need more balance, I would choose one of these JAD OHDs just because they have a wider footprint. So you can go either way. Anyways, moving forward, standard winches for a medium truck. This is a heavy duty truck, so I'm really excited we have not got another super heavy truck. I'm glad that we actually have trucks in the game that have performance inhibiting downsides actually. And this is good because this helps with immersive gameplay and just kind of working around a truck's strengths and mitigating its weaknesses. And this is really what I like about SnowRunner. Anyways, moving forward, let's talk about the tall front-facing snorkels. It has some short ones here. I do think they look better than the normal duck head snorkels. I like how they're just this matte black color or this just black color. Kind of blends in, makes the truck look good. And that's that. Now it has a ton of add-ons, as you can see. It can load logs onto its long logging frame, which is really nice. Not a lot of trucks can do this in game, but both of these vehicles can. I like how this faces forward. Just kind of keeps things out of the way. And it has medium short log frame, so it can support logging and other things as well. It does have a sideboard bed, a 2-slotter, and it does also have its own sideboard bed, which is, if I can actually find this thing, there it is, this 2-slot right here. Now this 2-slot, it looks kind of odd because it does not have a front, but you can still put a crane on here and it looks okay. And it's black, it kind of blends in. It's just a custom sideboard bed. It does not articulate, it does not move, it does not slide down to the ground or anything like that. It's just a 2-slot flatbed. And you can probably hook up a crane and hitch trailer on the back and be good to go. However, I think again, this is probably what I'll do. And I think looks actually more favorable than the T880 on hauling low saddle. Is the actual frame of this vehicle. Look, it's down sloping in the rear end. The saddle placement's literally directly under or directly between both of these tires. I think this will be really good because also, if you have not noticed, it has a very large fuel tank at 100 gallons, 375 liters, and it has a always on diff lock, which means that I can actually just uncheck all-wheel drive and just allow my back tires to fire under weight on wheels. So I think this will help with saving gas. It'll help with power transfer, and also under OHDs, I think it'll do really good things. And I think this is, to me, the dream setup, having the always-on diff lock and a switchable all-wheel drive. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. It does have the safety cage here, which I'm not too fond of. It kind of looks like scaffolding surrounding the truck. Some people might like this. If you do, hey, more power to you. For me personally, I think it kind of takes away from the look of the truck, but that's just me. Anyways, and it does have that roof rack as well, giving it even farther ranges. So that is the Kenworth C500. I hope you guys have enjoyed these first looks of the Kenworth dual pack with the C500 and the T880 as well. We will be doing a review that'll be in depth in the near future, but before then, we're actually going to go live on Twitch here right after posting this video, and I will be doing some testing and some in-depth analysis of these trucks, looking into the files and such. So if you'd like to see that info and all that playthrough and all just the testing and such, come check out the Twitch channel. It will be in the description and in the comments of this video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless and stay upright.